Coming up on Life of Lay.
Today, I've come to surprise Layla because usually I don't really come visit her that often and she's always complaining that she never sees me or Milan.
I've always just know that I've got Mvrnie's back. How you been, man? Since we last spoke?
Because I felt so alone. Like, I'd be surrounded by so many people and so much support, but it's like, when you're depressed, you're just depressed, innit?
I just want your time. I just want your time, oh, time. I need your time. 365, 24/7, I'll be fine. As long as you spend a little time. Just want your time.
Hi guys, welcome back to Life of Lay. Today it's my day off, chilling out, catching up with some household chores and just checking in with the kids, seeing how they're doing. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with them. I'm gonna go and see what they're up to and try and get them together so that we can start our day. So this one's with me anyway. Hey Shay, what you up to?
Just watching guest TikTokers by their siblings.
TikTok?
Yep.
So what's that, practicing TikTok?
So, I'm just guessing TikToks first and then I'm going to do some TikToks.
Okay, cool. Boys! What are you doing?
Playing a PlayStation.
Okay, we might have some family fun in a bit and play the Switch. Do you want to do that? Okay. That means no. That means no when he has his tongue in his mouth. What are you up to, Dee? Doing your hair? You look miserable. You're back? We're going to go have some paracetamol? Oh, okay. Ben? You having fun? We're going to do some, we're probably going to play some family games in a bit. Do you want the game Paul as well? Alright then. Yeah.
What was that Morrison's?
Morrison's?
Yeah.
Not right now, it's your movie night later anyway, so...
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't we? Oh yeah, we're getting dessert today.
Yep.
Where's dessert or Morrison's?
Morrison's. No, Morrison's after there. I just want some watermelon. I just want watermelon. A pineapple and mango.
So, as you can see, I have a very demanding household. I'm just gonna get some folding done, get some washing done, and then check back in with these girls and see what they want to do for the day. So, on my day offs, I also have to keep up with the kids' homeschool routine. So I'm just doing a few activities with them now before we have our fun time. Tonight's also movie night. Have you thought about what movie you want to watch tonight?
What?
For movie night? Yeah.
It's today.
Yeah?
Buffalo!
That's all you think about. So let's see what you can do. Let's see if you can get some of these right, and then you can have extra special topping.
I want Wolverine. I want to watch Wolverine.
Wolverine tonight.
Yeah.
I decided to homeschool my children just because I like the flexibility that homeschooling gives, and I also I want you to add some subjects in that I feel are missing from the curriculum, like finance, mindset, things like that. I want you to just incorporate that into my kids' education. My mum also homeschooled my sister, so it's not really new to me. My sister's come out and she's doing really well. She's really clever, so I just thought I'd give it a shot with my kids and see how it goes. So we're going to look across the lines Good boy. Is there any on this line?
No.
Is there any on this line?
Yeah.
Well done. Is there any on this line?
Yeah.
Any more?
Yeah.
Any more?
Yeah.
Well done. Is there any on this line?
Yeah.
This is the letter F.
Well done.
There was like 2 F's,
Capital
Yeah,
F
so
looks like this.
so we could have used like both.
that's the dad.
Next.
Did you see the daddy F?
Dad.
The daddy F, that is. The other one's the mommy F. The pros of homeschooling for me are flexibility, having like a choice over what goes into my kid's mind, and also being able to give them a little bit more control over what they learn and what they're interested in. I'd say the cons are like once they start getting older, I think it's a bit harder to get them into a new routine or keep the routines that are going. That teenager stage is like just different. They tend to want to sleep more, tend to want to mope about the house a little bit more. So it's keeping like their energy levels up, and also like making sure that they're going outside and integrating with other children, things like that. So what 2 letters are the same? And well done.
So today I've come to surprise Layla, because usually I don't really come visit her that often, and she's always complaining that she never sees me.
Where are you going?
Mommy, I'm allowed to here.
Yeah. Oh my god. See. Hello. Go on. Right, man. How you been?
I'm great.
How are you? Good to hear that. How you been? What brings you up this neck of the woods?
So I surprised you
Ooh.
with my present.
Yeah, thank you.
High five.
Where's T? T? To hear that? I was really happy today that Mvrnie came and surprised me and brought Milan to see me. It's always a pleasure to see Mvrnie. We have some great chats, but my little dumpling Milan is just like the cutest little girl ever, and I always love seeing her and giving her some cuddles. Let's sing this.
We think together. I think and I think we think you're clever. You're clever.
Mvrnie is like my 7th child. Yeah, she's like a daughter to me, Mvrnie is, and Milan is my goddaughter. So I've always just know that I've got Mvrnie's back. Oh, how you been, Mons, since we last spoke?
Well, because I've been feeling that way for a long time, I just thought to myself, you know what, it's time to just change it. So now I've been like making more of an effort. Not that I wasn't making an effort before, but I've been making more, like I'm buying more books,
effort.
more learning toys. I'm like really spending more time, and I think it's really helping our bonding, because I feel like we're so much closer now and we have such a better bond. Like I know how to make her laugh, and she's just so lovely. When Milan was born, I struggled to bond with her a lot. Like I didn't really know what to do, and I just felt very alone. And like it's because I felt so alone. Like I'd be surrounded by so many people and so much support, but it's like when you're depressed, you're just depressed, innit?
A lot of parents go through what you went through, which obviously was upsetting for you, and I think anybody would be upset. And I think you know, you having the block there with bonding was a big thing, especially with your first child, because I think, you know, like if you had a child and you had been able to bond and then you had another one and you wasn't, you would have something to compare it to. But because Milan's your first child, you're young anyway.
I was last. I thought I was doing something wrong. Social media played a big part in helping me realise that I was actually going through some depression and having some difficulties, because there's this thing called YOLO on Snapchat. That's where people can ask you anonymous questions, and it's like people were clocking on that me and Milan weren't really bonded. So that's when I kind of thought to myself, okay, so if they're clocking, how am I not clocking? So that's when I kind of just started making steps to like just improve our bond.
Social media can be a curse and a blessing,
I guess.
Well, this time at least it was a blessing, you know, because it made you realise and have to look at yourself as well.
I'm glad that I spoke to someone, especially someone that doesn't, someone who's also a mother who can also relate. So I'd say to anyone who's going through the same, speak to someone.
Sometimes like how we've been parented comes out when we're parenting.
Yeah, I always thought to myself, I remind myself of my mum so much. I need to get out of that. I say Layla is just like the perfect person to go to for advice. Like even if you don't know her, like you could be a stranger walking in the street, I'd advise you to go talk to Layla if you had any issues. Because normally I'm someone who doesn't like to talk about issues at all. Like I'm such a close person, but Layla will literally force it out of me. And sometimes I hate that because I'll be crying, but it's good to let that out. And I feel like Layla is the best person to do it to because she doesn't judge. She's so understanding as well. I've had so much fun, honestly. It's like when I'm here, it's just like my second home. Like everyone's just so welcoming. And now that Layla's got a chef, like the food has been banging.
What are you trying to say? That my food ain't nice?
Nah, but obviously when I've been here, we always order. No, I'm not trying to cuss you.
Nah. It's always good to take a day off and just have some downtime. When you take your eye off the ball for just a minute, sometimes you realise the people around you need you more than you know. Note to self, check in with family and friends more often.
I just want your time.
Join us for the next episode of Life of Lay, where we'll be giving you a Christmas special. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week with a new episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.